You work a 9 to 5. You max out your 401k. You eat at home, you drive a used car, and you pray that the S&P 500 stays green. You're doing everything the experts tell you to do to build wealth. But there's a secret that the financial establishment doesn't want you to know. You're not building wealth. You're just practicing efficient poverty. Here's a question nobody asks. What if the American dream isn't a ladder to freedom, but a financial cage designed to keep you just stable enough to work, but never rich enough to leave? Behind the headlines about inflation, behind the curated success on Instagram, there's a story most people in the US never hear. And by the end of this, you may realize that the reason you have nothing isn't because you aren't saving. It's because you're playing by rules written by people who don't want you to win. We are obsessed with the math. That's the business model of the entire personal finance industry. They sell you spreadsheets. They sell you apps to track your lattes. They tell you that if you just stop spending $5 on coffee, you'll be a millionaire by 65. It's a neat story. It's clean. It's profitable for them. But here's what nobody tells you. You cannot budget your way out of a broken financial system if your psychology is still trapped in a scarcity loop. Take David. David is 30, lives in Chicago, makes $75,000 a year, right around the US median. He tracks every transaction. He hasn't bought a new pair of shoes in 2 years. He feels like he's doing the work. But David is drowning in the psychological weight of what we call profitable misery. He's just messy enough to stress about a $200 emergency car repair, but he's not actually broke. He is in the zone of stability, the most dangerous place in the American economy. Because when you're in this zone, you're just comfortable enough to not change, but you have zero runway to build anything real. Does this sound familiar? Are you stable? Or are you just one bad week away from total collapse? Most people in the US operate under a massive misconception. They think a high credit score is wealth. A high credit score just means you're a reliable borrower. It doesn't mean you're rich. To build wealth from nothing, you have to stop asking, how can I save more? And start asking, what am I creating? In America, we are conditioned to trade our time for a paycheck, then immediately trade that paycheck for liabilities, things that take money out of our pockets. That car payment? Liability. That buy now, pay later scheme for a phone? Liability. Your own house? Depending on how you structured the loan and the interest, in the first 10 years, that's a massive liability. To build wealth from zero, you need to shift your mindset from a consumer model to an asset model. What is one thing you can create, build, or invest in that has the potential to pay you without you being present? And no, I don't mean a crypto pump and dump. I mean a skill, a service, or a system that solves a problem people are willing to pay for. If you're tired of the profitable misery cycle, subscribe. We're decoding the psychology of money so you can finally get out of the cage. Now, let's talk about the specific exercises you can start today. Okay, so how do you actually do this? You have $0 in the bank, or maybe you have debt. Here is the behavior shift you need to make right now. 1. The invisible 10%. Before you pay rent, before you pay your credit card, you pay your future asset. Even if it's $10, you treat it like an immovable tax. This is about training your brain to see yourself as a creator of value, not just a processor of payments. 2. The service swap. Look at your job. What are you doing in 40 hours that could be a freelance service you sell? If you're in admin, can you optimize workflows for small businesses? If you're in retail, can you consult on inventory systems? You don't build wealth by saving your salary. You build it by multiplying your output. 3. The low-stakes fail. We fear failure because we think it costs us our stability. But David, the character I mentioned earlier, his biggest mistake was never failing. He played it so safe, he never learned how to create value in the market. Use your free time to fail at a side business. It will cost you $100 and a weekend. The lessons you'll get, worth millions. True financial freedom in the U.S. isn't found in the fine print of a high-yield savings account. It's found when you realize that you are the asset. You've been restricting your life to save for a future that's not guaranteed. What if, instead, you used that time to build something that actually belongs to you? It's a scary thought. It's a fine line of profitable misery that most never dare to cross. But that's exactly where the wealth is. What's the one asset project you've been too afraid to start? The project you're keeping in the dark because you're scared of what people might say? Drop it in the comments. Let's start building instead of just saving. I'll see you in the next one.